Good morning, everybody. Hello. I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. So, I hope you had a good weekend, everybody. I'm a little tired this morning, for sure. But I'm going to be doing some channeling for twin flames. Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine. Let's see what's going on. See if we've got some updates. Has anyone had any developments in their journey? It seems that it's a heightened emotional time at the moment. Perhaps this heightened emotional states are going to cause some change. Let's hope so. Hey, Maria. So, I'll also be giving mini reads as well. If you want a mini read, check out that pinned comment. The comment that's pinned up top of the live chat tells you how to do it. It's by donation for those mini reads. There's a PayPal link in that pinned comment for your donations, or you can use Super Chat or Super Sticker here on YouTube if you want to. After you've done your donation, put a capital Q at the start of your comment with your question in for your reading. And it can be a specific question or it can be general guidance, whatever it is that you want. It doesn't have to be about twin flames as well. It can be about whatever you want guidance on in your life. So let's get some cards out. How was your weekend, Maria? Was it good? And everyone? I'm tired. I had an emotional one. An emotional weekend. Kind of, I wouldn't call it a good weekend, I wouldn't call it a bad weekend either. It was quite extreme either way, so both ways. Okay, let's see. Hey Deborah, what's going on with twin flames at the moment, guys? What is this all about? What are all these heightened emotions about? What's going on? Bit busy unpacking. Oh, here we go. King of Cups. The one who loves us, heart, the King of Cups. And what else? King of Pentacles. Getting stability. Financial stability. No, not just financial stability. Stability. Wants stability. Wants to settle something down. Wants to be stable. Someone wants to be stable here now. The choose where is stable. I mean, it's like not a longing. It's just a clear choice to want stability. The kind of security state, saying, not really security, more stability, just someone's choosing stability now. They want to choose stability, okay? So that's the King of Cups wanting to choose stability. Knight of Pentacles. You're going about it so slowly that Divine Feminine is in this place now, Five of Pentacles, feeling left out in the cold. Taken such a long time. She might be turning away now. Or be getting those feelings to turn away now. That it's never going to happen, that kind of thing. There's something in that stability. Divine Masculine wants the stability, wants to get stable before he makes a move, but is also choosing the stability, the stable one. Perhaps if Divine Feminine has been consistent and stable through this, it's a very attractive force. Morning, Jackie. Ten of Wands. It's not Divine Feminine's responsibility. She wants to take action. She can't make it happen. It's got to be him that does it. And she needs to release that burden that she feels. So Divine Feminine is feeling left out at the moment because it's taken so long. Divine Masculine wants the stability, is choosing the stability. But is coming really slowly. It's not helping the Divine Feminine. But she can't speed things up. She can't. It's not her responsibility to do that. What else? It's almost like it's feeling like the Divine Masculine won't make a move until he feels stable enough to make that move. kind of like getting into a kayak or getting out of a kayak. You know, when you put one foot in and it starts a wobbling and you can't lift the other foot up to put it in the kayak until it stopped wobbling. You need to find that stability in yourself. So he needs to find that stability in himself before he makes a move. Just having a hot flash right now. It does tend to happen at about 5 past 7, 10 past 7. It's actually on a schedule. It's got to have something to do with the rhythms, you know. The rhythms that we're in. We've got the Magician here. Someone's manifesting something. Hey, Nikki. Someone's manifesting something. Had a hot flash at the party I was at as well on Saturday night. It's ridiculous. I had one right before I was putting my makeup on for the party as well. It just seems to be like every 90 minutes I have a hot flash. Okay, so someone's manifesting something. What are they manifesting? Something to do with stability, I think. You feel it emotionally and financially. I'm getting less of the financial stuff now, more of the he needs a sense of stability first in himself before he can make a move. Judgment. Now, judgment card. Judgment card is when we hear that calling. Yeah, he's hearing the calling, like hurry up kind of thing. Picking up on the divine feminine's energy probably as well. Of feeling left out and of like, this is not my responsibility, it's not my burden. Dropping it and is hearing that call to make a move. 6 of Wands. In this deck, it's the wedding card, but it's the victory card, you know? He wants to have victory, so he's feeling that, yeah. He's hearing the call. He's hearing the call that he needs to make a move. Okay. Excuse me. Okay. I didn't get the cards out. The messages cards. So many decks of cards. Someone needs to design like I got a makeup rack thing to put on these shelves. It looked like it's like a perspex thing with different compartments in it, and it was wrapped. It had like the label of it going around it, which covered up that it was like lipstick things in the middle, and I thought it was like so I could slot the cards in, but it's not. So I don't know. I have to find someone with a drill or something to take some of the compartments out so that I can use it like that. Because I've just got so many decks of cards and no good storage solution for it. If anyone's got any ideas or knows of anything, let me know. Send me the links. Or maybe I can, I don't know. See, I'm always, whenever I go to shops, I'm always thinking of it, of like, what can I use for that? Because it's obviously not a great call for plastic things or wooden things or anything really, to be able to store them. Reiki frees you up. Interesting. Okay, tell us more, guys. What's going on? The Magician again, and you manifesting it for Christmas. Is that what it is? Manifesting it by Christmas time. The elements. Keeps running hot and cold. Yeah. I blew up at mine on Saturday night. Because of that. It's annoying. Like, what's it going to be? Are you going to talk to me or are you going to ignore me? Which is it today? Emotions are on the rise for sure. So the elements. There may be some confusion about so-called positive or negative energy, because all things are part of the divine. It isn't useful or accurate to think of energy in terms of good and bad. There's just energy that isn't appropriate for a situation. Using our resources, focusing our will. And, I'm getting from this that it doesn't really matter. If you're going through the emotional stuff too at the moment, it doesn't really matter. Nothing negative or bad about it. It's not like it's going to make that much difference. If anything, I feel like the emotional stuff must be moving it along in some kind of a way. Anyway, he's here in the call. Christmas, Yule. My washing machine arrived yesterday. I did some washing. And it almost destroyed the bathroom. The thing violently jumps up and down and my God, it broke some tiles. It took the grout from between the tiles on the floor, and that was with me holding it as well, like as it's spinning. Oh my God, it's scary. So, oh dear. So that's going to be fun and games whenever I want to do washing. The Yule card. What we've been told here. Longest night of the year. Oh, it feels like it's going to have to get worse before it gets better. Why did I get that? Just from the first sentence, on the longest night of the year, I was like, oh, doom. There's a joyous celebration. Yeah. The winter solstice, right? We celebrate it, but we celebrate it because it's so dark and we need some hope. So it's a joyous celebration of the return of light, life and warmth. It's also a celebration of faith. The light has not actually begun its return. It's an act of faith to believe that it will return. So hang on in there, have faith, divine feminine. It's like a brief moment of death. It's the end of something. Moment of darkness before the dawn. Crisis of faith. But you're having a crisis of faith at the moment, divine feminine. I kind of am and I'm not. Yes. Having a bit of a time of it at the moment. Hi, Judy. Is that you, Nikki? Yes, thank you, Nikki, for donations. So someone's manifesting this for Christmas. That's what it feels like. Transformation. There is movement. There is movement. Transformation. All major arcanas. You see, I told you it's intense. There she is. Our lives are a cycle and have cycles within cycles. Many of these are natural results of life. We cannot change them. Only flow with them or flail against them. Kind of doing both at the moment. I'm kind of flowing with it and flailing against it too. I'm a bit like that washing machine right now. I am. The washing machine was channeling my inner spirit. The way we experience them can be a transformative experience. We also create cycles ourselves by the choices we make and the actions we take. And these cycles, the consequences are also life-changing. In addition, the choices we make and the thought process by which we arrive at those decisions are also transformative experiences. the decisions that are being made at the moment for stability and for movement and for change are very important. It's been coming up in the energy updates as well. Important decisions to be made at the moment. We create change and we are change. We change ourselves. We change ourselves when we choose change in our lives. What else? There's movement happening. There is movement happening. I can tell that there's movement happening, but still, it's not enough. Omens. All major arcana. It's the Tower card. Da, da, da. Here it is. Warnings. As we just mentioned, and we did because it was on the Yule card, there is no bad energy, just inappropriate energy. And in the same way, there are no bad omens or experiences, but the ones we might consider inconvenient or undesirable. So there's nothing bad going on at the moment. It's just annoying, isn't it? Annoying. That's the last word I said to him. Annoying. And in the same way, there are no bad omens or experiences, just ones we might consider inconvenient or undesirable, at least in the short term. How can a majestic tree being destroyed by lightning be a positive thing, we wonder? All's one. The tree, the lightning, and the fire are all part of the divine. The moon, a shadowy light that conceals more than it reveals, reminds us that we do not always understand the reasons for everything that happens around us. These things, these traumas, these disasters, for to us, they're those things. They do happen. We may not understand why, but we're sometimes given a warning so that we may be prepared. There's trouble ahead. Someone's getting ready for it. Better. A sudden or unexpected event. Seemingly senseless destruction, you see, of my washing machine. There's no need for that, but it did it. Hey, what else? What other major arcanas can we get out? No, we're into the other cards now. We've got Venus, of course, Divine Feminine. She's all about love and attraction, romantic love. It's a heart. There's a heart pull here. A heart connection. Ace of Water. Who's feeling that at the moment? Not me. Ace of Water. And then the Nine of Water. Abundance. Lakshmi and her elephants. So we're talking about Venus. Divine Feminine. Heart, with a heart light switched on. Drawing the masculine in. And the Ace of Water. This relationship promises to grow into something more, something fulfilling, something powerful, something divine. Your heating has gone wrong. Has it? It's everything breaking. Okay, well, there's promise. This has got promise. Something about money here as well, prosperity. Stability and prosperity seems to be an important thing here, especially for Divine Masculine. The Nine of Water promises increased prosperity, both material and spiritual. Material and spiritual, as well as others to share it with. Blessings and gifts and revelations abound as if from nowhere. Simple in response to your own generous actions and simple requests. I think when the Divine Masculine comes in, it's going to be bigger than you think, what they have to offer. I think they're going to have really thought long and hard about it and have something serious to offer. More than you think, more than you're expecting. For a solid foundation. so it can grow. There's the attraction, yeah, but there's the attraction there, yeah. But what this is saying is, it's not acting on just on that attraction, just for a fling or whatever. Doesn't want that. Wants more than that. Wants it to be a long-term thing, a prosperous thing. This is like, wants to be the Ten of Pentacles as well as Ten of Cups. Not just Knight of Wands, you know. Now I'm cold. My internal thermostat is off. Maiden of Water and the Mother of Water. See, all of these watery cards. All the major arcanas for the divine masculine part of it, and the divine feminine part of it is like water, emotions. The maiden and the mother of water. Yeah, it's all emotional at the moment for divine feminine. The maiden plays with the dolphin and splashes in the wave. She promises a fresh, youthful approach filled with positive energy. She promises positive energy, not necessarily in it at the moment, nor does she need to be. The Mother of Water brings down the rain. She nourishes the relationships of feelings that are needed for life to flourish. Definitely in the fields at the moment. I think what's happening at the moment has to happen, and I think there's negative emotions that need to come out, and it's okay. It's okay. I think the Venus card coming out here, which is especially about attraction, is that pull. Her emotional energy and her heart energy is drawing the masculine in at the moment. Let's see what the miserable ladies have to say. Oh, let's do some mini reads first. Nikki, thanks for your donations. And Deborah, thanks for yours too. Nikki, question 1. Is it safe for you to use the hairdresser shop bought hair dye again? Please say yes. Nikki wants it to be a yes. Is it safe for her to use that again? What, you thinking it's got something to do with the hair loss, or is it safe for her to use that hair dye again? No, don't do it yet. Don't use it yet. Damn. Twin flame update for you, Nikki. We had a big party on Saturday night at the gym. It was fantastic. It was a wild one. There's a lot of people there. Karaoke. I'm not a big fan of karaoke myself. I do like other people doing it. I like being a part of it. It was pretty fun. Some dancing, lots of eating, lots of drinking. It was a wild one. Twin flame update for Nikki. Be vulnerable. Oh, do we have to be? Be vulnerable. Own my idea. So you've had an idea, probably about communication. Got to be vulnerable. What is it that you've thought of doing? It's about communication. It's saying, yes, do it. Own your idea. Yes, it's going to put you in a vulnerable place, but you need to do it. Include peace. Take your peace with you. Stir things up is what I'm hearing, but take your peace with you. Meaning you're in an internal peaceful place at the moment, and you can put yourself in a vulnerable situation without losing your cool, without losing that peace. Hope that makes sense to you. And general guidance for Nikki. Okay, rest up. Sleep more, rest up, because passionate times, it's exhausting, isn't it? The emotional stuff is exhausting. I'm really tired today because of it. And I slept good last night. I slept good. Well, I woke up very early, but that's because I fell asleep so early last night. But yeah, the emotional stuff is exhausting, so your passions, rest more, take more time off. More time to yourself, I mean. Okay, let go of a story. Be willing to let go of a story. Okay, you don't need to let go of the story. Something that's going on for you at the moment, you don't need to let go of it. You just need to be willing to let go of it. This guidance comes out sometimes when we're struggling to let go of something, or when we're struggling to sort something out. And the universe says, you just need to be willing to do it. It's like, I'm willing to let this thing go, instead of trying to let something go, which is really hard to do, isn't it? Because as soon as we try and let something go, we're thinking about it. We activate it again. And yeah, just show willing to let go of a story that you've had, something that's bothering you, something that's going around and around in your mind, and definitely rest up more. So get more rest, more sleep. You're exhausted from packing. This said you're exhausted from passions, though. Emotional stuff. You and me both. Deborah. Thanks, Jane. Is he waiting on a payout? Is he waiting on a payout? Says Deborah. Asks Deborah. No. Not a payout. No. Getting criticized at the moment, though. Yeah, not waiting for a payout, but getting criticized. It could be about money as well. Being slammed is what I'm hearing. Not having a good time of it right now. Someone is bugging him. Yeah, sabotage communication. There's arguments. There's criticism coming at him. Sabotaging communication. So it's not healthy communication at all that's going on with him at the moment. Probably runs both ways as well. So yeah, not in a very good place. Not waiting for a payout, but maybe waiting to get to the point where he says enough is enough, and stop some kind of really toxic communication stuff that he's got going on at the moment. Yeah, good night then, Nikki. Have a good sleep. So who's that about, Deborah? Who's he got? So I don't know whether it's someone criticizing me about money or something like that. Could be about money, but probably someone criticizing about everything. Jane, thanks for your donation. First timer. It worked. What do I see with the DM? With your DM at the moment? What about Jane's divine masculine? What's going on there? Getting out of something. Taking more time to themselves. Creating space for themselves. Creating, freedom for themselves. It's what they're doing right now. To be themselves more. It's good. In healing as well. Be artistic and healing. Yeah, your person's letting go of things, and so that they can be themselves. They're ready for a new chapter in their life. Creating space, freedom for themselves, to be themselves. This is X. Yeah. His divorce doesn't feel like it's been properly let go of, though. Yeah, there's harsh words going on there, Deborah. But Jane, yours is in a good position at the moment, breaking free of something, healing themselves, getting more creative. But I'm just getting this overwhelming sense that I've had this feeling myself a few times in my life where it's like, I'm ready for something new now. It's like getting back to yourself and creating space for himself and all of that. It's good. Really good energy. So I wonder if you should be expecting them to show up. Hey, Simran. Show up soon, perhaps. Well, let's see for the generals. Again, getting back to general. If anyone else wants a mini read, get your donations in. I'll do some more later. The miserable ladies, what do they have to say about it? Yeah, I've just got this feeling that all this emotional stuff is like the catalyst for change. Is what it feels like. King of Wands. Got lots of kingy energy. Lots of king energy. So for the divine masculine, so maybe on his way to being the emperor, to taking charge. King of Wands, the one that takes action. Let's read it. Let's read it. Oh no, they don't have very good information in this book. King of Wands. Wanting to live their passion and realizing their potential. Taking back control of their lives. Yeah, it felt like that. It felt like they're on the way to being the emperor now. They're stepping up and taking control. Wanting to take action. Taking action. Taking action. Not just wanting to take action. They are taking action now. Okay, so divine masculine is making a move then. Manifesting it by Christmas. That's too many. The Two of Swords. Somebody is undecided about something, maybe a detail. There's a choice to make, but they're undecided about some kind of a detail. Swords, where are you? When the head and the heart are enemies, the person is paralyzed, unable to move. This state can be self-induced and exasperated. However, by tapping into the flow of the universe, you can calm the warring parties, create peace, and thereby find the middle ground. Seek balance between the heart and the mind. I feel like this is the feminine. Needs to seek balance within her heart and her mind. So she's got a warring battle going on in her at the moment between the head and the heart. Everything needs to come in alignment within ourselves. The heightened emotional states show that we're not. It shows that the head and the heart are at war with each other. The Knight of Swords. Look, that's someone practicing, writing something, screwing it up, writing something, deleting it. Someone's practicing. What are they going to say? Practicing. What they're going to say, what they're going to do, they're practicing, they're going through it in their minds. The Knight of Swords. Language. Someone's having to get prepared for what they're going to say because they're unable to say it on the fly. Something stops them from speaking. It's the energies that stop them from speaking. So Divine Feminine is holding a strong energy. Divine Masculine, when he tries to say something or when he tries to communicate, it doesn't happen or he doesn't say it properly. He can't because of the Divine Feminine's energy. It's like it's higher self pulling him back. It's not a match. It's not a match, and I think it's because he needs to get to that Emperor status first. I think it's only when he's done that, only when he's prepared himself, that he's going to feel on a par energetically with her, and then he's going to be able to speak. But until then, he's practicing it, and it never happens. Never happens for him. I mean, in the moment, he doesn't click send, and in the moment, he doesn't say it. So it's all practice, practice, practice. It's like instead of doing it, it's going through it, practicing, imagining it, what he's going to say, what he's going to do. There is some action being taken there. King of Wands. The Devil. Indulgence. So his fears are coming up and it's causing indulgence. Perhaps fears are coming up for both and it's causing indulgence. Yes. The Devil. Overindulgence. No matter how pretty or appealing a thing is, if it controls your will, it's not worth it. Everything is relative. So even something normally positive may not be in your best interest if it's the wrong time or the wrong amount for the wrong reason. So there's a choice in action or there's a situation that's contrary to your best interest. That's what it is. Mistakenly judging something as bad, negative, or wrong, right? So we've got a lot of messages here about negative and positive energy and how none of it is negative or positive at all. It's just energy. Someone's judging something as bad, negative, or wrong, stopping themselves from doing it. And it's just a judgment. It's just a judgment. But they can't get past it. So someone thinks that they shouldn't do something that they want to do. That's how the head and the heart are arguing. So internal conflict is going on at the moment about this. They practice it, but then there's a voice inside of their head saying, I shouldn't do that. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't do that. It's wrong. I can't do it. I can't say it. Nine of Pentacles. Meanwhile, Divine Feminine is stable. Stable and single, independent, getting asked out by other people, maybe. She's available. She's ready. What else? Get my nails done tomorrow. I'm going to get Christmassy nails because on Wednesday I'll be starting to record the December videos. So I thought I'd have Christmas nails for December. It's the Emperor that fell out on the floor. The card that fell on the floor was the Emperor. Interesting that it fell on the floor. And that came out with the Hermit. Yeah. Divine Feminines need to look after yourself more. Hermit away, just like really soothe yourself and nurture yourself at the moment. That love that you ain't getting from the Divine Masculine. Well, it's coming some kind of a way, but give that to yourself at the moment. Oh, I'd like to have a bath. I wish there was a bath in here. The Emperor. There's a pool out there, but it's just raining all the time lately. The Emperor. How is he going to become the Emperor then? How is he going to get it together, his stability together, to take control? He needs to take the lead, right? It's like he's going through a heightened, a speeded up kind of a spiritual awakening, really, or awakening to himself, or realizing that he needs to step up and take control, and he's having to like fast track through this personal development thing where have to deal with all of his the things that are coming up for him and all of that. His healing is doing all of that stuff. Fan's blowing my hair in my mouth. The Emperor. He knows that he's got to be the one in charge. It's got leadership potential, this one, but it hasn't stepped into it, this Divine Masculine. He needs to get organized. He needs to get organized and stable. Make sure he's got the resources and then step forward. He knows that he needs to do that. It's creating order and stability. See, this is what it says. It's creating order and stability at the moment. It's planning and organizing for the greater good. It's 50 degrees. Doesn't mean anything to me. If it was 50 degrees Celsius, that would be extremely hot, like people start dying kind of heat. He's creating order and stability. I was getting that strong message that he's creating stability at the moment. So the kings are on the table. Which one don't we have? We don't have the swords. He's not got the clarity yet. But yeah, he's getting his life into order so he can step forward. So he's imagined speaking up and taking charge, but he never manages to do it. Why? Because you can't take charge over the Empress when you're not the Emperor yet. You can't. So he kind of shrinks away and like, I am not worthy kind of thing. You can't do it. It's like you might be able to say whatever you want to say to your best friend, but then go and say it to the Queen. No, you're not going to do it, right? And so it's that kind of an energy where he can't do it yet. It's not feeling he's up to it yet. Up to a level. And the last thing he wants to do is mess it up. So it's messing it up by being too slow. Dreaming about it. The Four of Chalices. Dreaming about that. Dreaming about this special occasion, the future. It's like pie in the sky. I'm just going to dream about it. I'm just going to imagine it. So you have to imagine it at the moment rather than live it. I think he's trying to live it, but he's not managing it. He's at a crossroads. So imagining being at this crossroads, the Four of Chalices and the Two of Wands. He's imagining like being at this point of communication. He needs to man up about the ex, yeah. Not Two of Cups, wrong. Four of Cups, and then the Two of Wands. Four of Cups, these wonderful gifts are presented to this woman, but she doesn't care for any of them. That's what I was getting. She's getting other offers in. Divine Feminine's getting other offers in, very attractive at the moment, Venus. And so getting other offers in, she doesn't want anyone else. This situation could lead to manifesting something amazing or giving into depression. Which will she choose? So there's dissatisfaction with reality at the moment. And in the emotions. Two of Wands. The crossroads. Uh-oh, you're late, Sarah. Oh. Two of Wands. To accomplish anything, whether magical or otherwise, it's necessary to have a clear vision of the goal and to gather the necessary resources. This woman focuses her thoughts and her will on her desired outcome. She looks within to find a connection to universal energy. Gathering energy while refining your vision. Okay. So, it's just getting ready. Still getting ready, but there is a pull for action here. He realizes he's feeling the escalation of the energies and that he needs to do something, and he better hurry up and take action. I don't know what the stability is, how he's getting the stability, but that's what he's doing at the moment, doing something to get stability, whether that's like work stuff or housing stuff. He needs to feel stable in himself. So that's where Divine Masculine is at. Let's get some more cards out and see if we can add a little bit more. It's looking positive for Christmas time with the energies so far, but things can change as well. But the Knight of Wands and the Six of Swords. Time to take action, says the Knight of Wands. Six of Swords is like, get moving. Get moving, it's time to take action. After everything you've worked toward and experienced, your personal goals and ambitions have become crystal clear. You have the self-determination to make things happen. It's no longer pie in the sky. It's no longer just in his mind. It's no longer wishful thinking. It's determined to make it happen now. Good. That's why the magician's out there. The element's there. He's manifesting it now. He's actually doing it. He's got the courage at last and conviction to pursue his dreams. There's something that he didn't believe about it. There's something he didn't believe about the relationship. And perhaps it was because the Divine Feminine has been holding the Empress energy for so long. And he's not yet at Emperor energy. And he's like, not worthy, not feeling worthy. He's getting there, but he's planning. Doesn't want to feel rushed. Doesn't want to be rushed into it. And the Six of Swords, movement. Six of Swords highlights the need to let go of something, some kind of sacrifice that must be made in order to move forward. It's a difficult choice to make, but it's just a transitory phase and it will benefit them in the long run. So he's doing things for the long term. With time, you may understand the advantage of letting things go as an evolutionary process. It's the acceptance of change and release in order to grow from experience. After moving on, you'll be able to reflect on your path and the choices you've made. It's kind of transition and growth, new adventures and travel. Success after turmoil. But it's definitely the card of movement. You think it's the actual taking action that gives them the Emperor energy. Yeah, I think they'll sort things out within themselves. It's what we all do, isn't it? We sort things out within ourselves until we get in as much alignment as we can. Then when we take action, that's when it integrates the energy, isn't it? Yeah. You'll get there. But wow, it's taken a long time, but it's not really. If you think how long it took us to get to Empress energy, it's doing it quite fast, really. He's on a fast track. It feels slow to the Divine Feminine, but it's not. He's on a fast track. The High Priestess, she knows. She knows. She's got a crystal ball there. Okay, I have to. The sun ain't shining today. Karma doesn't like focusing when the sun's not shining, and nor do I. It makes such a difference when the sun's shining. I don't know why I'm ignoring the High Priestess there, but I am. Get the next card out first. I know. No, I had this message directly, and then I heard this weekend, and then I heard a reader on YouTube and said exactly the same thing. And the reader said, I don't know who needs to hear this, and I don't think it's everyone, but your intuition is more real than how things are looking on the outside in the 3D at the moment. Your intuition is more real than that. And that was the message. I got that message directly, and that was just like confirmation when I heard it in the reading too. I got that message directly. Oh, that's right, because I'd done my weekly reading. So there's a few people that have weekly readings. So it's something that I used to do a long time ago. And on Saturday or Sunday, usually Saturday, I will do the week ahead reading. They're just short little, like 1 page, 1.5 page reading things. And I go into the energies of the week for that particular person, the lessons, what the focus should be, like a one-liner focus kind of thing, and more guidance. And when I did mine, the message from me came through saying that my intuition at the moment is more real than reality. And so to trust my intuition more than what is or isn't going on. And that's why she's come out again. Trust your intuition more than anything else. It's too many. The sun. Headed toward happiness. Whatever's going to happen is going to make you really happy in the end, and it's long term. It's inner child being happy, it's long term stuff. Camera really doesn't like it when it's not sunny. It's the sun card. The High Priestess, the Sun, and the Two of Cups. There you go. That's what's going to make you happy when the love offer comes in. At last, eventually. So the High Priestess, let's see what she wants to tell us here. She's a bearer of magic, spiritual teachings, and inner knowledge. She's a deep understanding of the higher realms of consciousness and acknowledges the universal balance of light and dark energy. This card indicates an awakened spiritual or psychic awareness and encourages you to make time for introspection and meditation. Yeah, I should probably meditate more. No, I don't often need to do it, but yeah, with the emotions that are around at the moment, I think I do. It's also advised that you listen to your intuition and dreams. Reflect on the feelings and visions you experience each day. Reflect on them. It is the understanding of your higher purpose and potential through attaining a balance through your physical and spiritual self. Yeah, take care of yourself at the moment, for sure. You alone have the power to raise your vibration in order to access the higher realms of sacred knowledge. Trust your intuition right now. The sun. Yeah, you're going to be happy. Love-filled radiance. A joyous time in your life is coming with this Two of Cups when this love offer comes in. It's all going to be worth it in the end. Yeah, we've got a big activation going on at the moment, Deborah. I'm finding it hard to deal with. I'm getting more extreme in my emotions. I'm feeling it more. And as action's being taken now, which it is, it's getting harder for me to temper myself. The sun also reflects the positive approaches you take in how you choose to interact with the people around you. You're succeeding in new and vibrant ways and are able to pour all of your enthusiasm and vitality into your dreams. Well, there's freeing up of something. There's going to be a freeing up of something. Wait, what's that? There's a freeing up of something, not just like leaving behind a relationship. It feels like more than that. It feels like if you were working at a job and then you decided, and you were kind of working a job and you were setting up a business, like in your evenings and things like that. It's like the point when you can quit the job and put more of your time into the business. It's that kind of turning point. There's a freeing up energy, freeing themselves up. Might not have the same lifestyle or the same work or have to do as much work or something like that. It could be about an investment. I don't know. An investment in something could mean that they don't need to have to do as much work and then they've got more time for the relationship. It could be something like that. But it feels like when they're ready, there's going to be this new kind of a way in the Two of Cups. It's not going to be exactly the same as it was before. I mean, what they need to do or how much time they have free or something like that. It's like they're clearing something off their plate. Two of Cups, I don't know what responsibilities your person has had, but they're clearing something off their plate, something that they no longer need to do. Could be something like debt as well. Could have had to have worked extra hard to pay off some debt or something like that. To buy someone out of something as well. It could be that. But it feels to me like you're going to have this happiness because there's going to be, the offer is going to be bigger than you think it is. Two of Cups, this is a card of partnerships, love, and deep friendships. It represents a strong mutual connection and an affinity for positive, loving respect. You've released any blockages that have been exerting pressure on you. That's what it is. Something's exerting pressure on them. And when they release that, or when they pay it off, or when it comes to the end, or when they've invested in something else that they don't need to, then they can breathe and relax. Person's been juggling things. Maybe this Ten of Wands is them clearing something up, finishing something up. It's a card of new beginnings and budding romance. It may indicate an early phase when two people first meet, lost in a wave of infatuation. It's a dreamlike state where long-term goals may not be so clear. On another note, the Two of Cups may also represent the emergence of self-love. It's the understanding that in order to be in a happy relationship, you must first and foremost love yourself. This card may also identify a need for compromise or a choice that will have to be made in order to come to a comfortable solution between two people or various opposing factors. Yes. There's going to be a compromise, cooperation, reconciliation. It's on its way. It's getting more organized now, so that's a good thing. Okay. Well, there we have it. Let's get some messages out from them. What do they want to say to us? I'm working up the courage to contact you. Yeah, well, watch out when you do. I'm working up the courage to contact you. The courage to say it. So they think it's a courageous thing. They think that they just are lacking courage each time that they don't say something, they don't click send. But it's not that. It's a mismatch in energy. To them, it probably feels like courage because the more they get into that Emperor energy, the more it feels like they're more courageous. But what they're really doing is getting into the Emperor energy, they're raising the vibration. So they're working up the courage to contact us, to communicate. What else? I'm ashamed of how I treated you. Damn straight should be. And it's all right because I will dance with the policeman instead. Passion and desire. There's a lot of that. Passion, desire. It's building. It's quite hair trigger kind of stuff at the moment. There's a lot of feelings going on. It's got a lot of passion and desire for the divine feminine. Hi, Sandy. It's reminiscing too. It's reminiscing and wanting to work things out. He wants to figure it out. He wants to sort it out. He knows it's his to sort out, and he wants to do that. And he loves us. I love you. He says. It's true love. He knows it. It's lasting. It's lasted. He wants to sort it out. He wants to sort these things out, and he wants to come in and do it. He wants to do it right. He wants to impress the divine feminine as well. But he's got to impress himself first. When he's not impressing himself, very difficult to come forward to the divine feminine. Okay. These cards. I like to use these in a while. Apparently we need some of these. Something about the inner work that he's doing at the moment. What's going on? Why do I need these cards? Expanding inner power. I'm most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Interesting. Interesting. Because I think the divine masculine's work is going to be changing. What they do as they get into this power, they're going to realize that they've also got a soul's purpose. And it's something to do with leadership. And it's something to do with speaking out, being creative. That's when they feel the most powerful. And they haven't felt powerful in what they've been doing in their work. But now they're standing in the power to, or they're having to get into their power to approach the divine feminine. It's going to be like a snowball. When they get into that, they're going to step into a new role, perhaps leadership. Perhaps, yeah. Perhaps they're going to be stepping into managerial role or something like that, or doing their own thing, creating their own thing. So whatever it is that they've been doing hasn't really made them feel like the man. Or rather, they haven't really felt like the man, and so they've been doing what they've been doing. More that way around, yeah. You do the inner work, and then you start doing more soul-led work. Whatever that is for them. Could be anything. Could be a musician, is what I just heard. Liberating love. It always looks like a bird that's fallen over to me. It looks like we're looking at the bottom of a boat. We'll not focus on it. It looks like we're looking at the bottom of a bird that's fallen over with its feet in the air. Anyway, liberating love. I allow myself to receive all the fulfillment I'm willing to give. One-sided relationships. Someone's not been accepting fulfillment back. They've been wanting to fulfill someone else within relationships and love them, make them happy, take care of them, but they've not got that back in relationships. It's because they've not been willing to allow that back, not been willing for someone else to do that for them. They're choosing that now. They're liberating love through self-love. It's like realizing I deserve love too. Both divine masculine and divine feminine are doing that at the moment. Realizing I deserve love too, not just to get into a relationship and love the other one, but to be loved properly back. And expressing free will. My choices determine how brightly I shine. We've had this message before. The divine masculine has been in an environment that hasn't allowed them to flourish. And they realize that it's linked. It's linked together. Who they're being is reflected in what they're doing and who they're doing those things with. They go to wish for a change, like I want to have my own business or something like that, and they can't get into it. Or I wish to have this relationship with divine feminine, and they can't get into it because the environment that they're in, choices that they've been making of a reflection of where they have been. It's not conducive. And they know that when they're with the divine feminine, that it is conducive to even to get with the divine feminine. They've got to do this. They've got to make choices. And the choices can only you only make good choices when you start loving yourself properly and realizing that you deserve to be loved and do what you love and be where you love and be around people that you love and be receiving love from them and doing work that you love and being loved by the people that you are doing the work for and stuff like that. So they're realizing that it's all about the choices that they've made and the choices that they do make, and they need to express their free will more. Got to stand in their power more, express their free will more, make choices, make definitive choices, say no. Friend of mine, I've been teaching her to say no. She's just so giving. She wears herself out. Everyone wants to do her classes on the weekend, and she doesn't want to work the weekend. And we usually go out on Saturday night. She did come out, but she didn't manage to stay out for very long because she had to work in the next morning. And I said, just like book your time off. Don't be available on Sunday. She said, I'm not available on Sunday now. But what happens is they can't book in, and they message me, and I can't say no. And I said, you need to say no. You just need to say no. I don't work Sundays. It's that simple. Because other people, they're not going to respect your time and value your time until you do it yourself. That's why I've got so many boundaries around my business. I didn't used to. Honestly, when I think back, it's just ridiculous now. But I used to have like my laptop by the bed. If I woke up in the middle of the night, I would look. And if someone had ordered a reading, I would like do it there and then. I didn't value myself like it's almost their request of my time was way more important than me. I don't feel like that anymore. So the divine masculine is getting himself to that point too, where he's realizing, oh, he can make choices for himself. He doesn't have to be pushed around or make other people happy and all of that. Anyway, wants to work things out. He's getting on it. Something about stability right now. There is action. There's action being taken so that he can come toward the divine feminine. I also want to ask something else here of the little cards. If anyone else wants a mini read, get your donations in now because I'm about to finish. I'm going to ask how it's going to work out then. Where to from here? What's next? The little cards or what? Or tarot? I think tarot. Okay. Tarot. This one. Okay. What I'm asking is, what's next then? This week. Give us a card for this week. The Hanged Man. So there's going to be some hanging around this week for the truth to come out. Next week. My calendar's gone to tie. What day is it today? It's the 14th of November. What the hell month is that? Oh, there we go. Okay, so that's this week. Next week, starting the 21st. What are the developments? What's the energy next week for Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine? So this week it's all about hanging around for the truth. So you're still waiting for communication. Next week, Seven of Pentacles, sorting out the environment. That is the I'm sorting this thing out. I'm sorting out that stability thing. So the Divine Masculine is going to sort something out next week. Something about his environment. Knight of Cups. Oh, Six of Pentacles. To come in with reciprocity with a love offer. So the love offer could be next week, but it's more about sorting the environment out so that it can come in with a reciprocal kind of an arrangement. The week after, so the week of the 28th, Eight of Swords is a trap. Wow. A trap. Ace of Cups, but feeling really good. Eight of Swords, what's the trap? What's this? Blocked from it, blocked from being in love. Spanner in the works here. This. The Queen of Cups. She's blocking it? Queen of Cups is blocking it. Raining again. So dark and gloomy. Thank you, Jane. Queen of Cups. What's up with the Queen of Cups? Why the Eight of Swords? The Moon. She doesn't know. The Four of Crystals. Holding on to something now. Something's up. It's the Divine Feminine. So in 3 weeks' time, there's something up with the Divine Feminine. Like a refusal to fall in love or something like that. Blocking it. Saying no or not like that or something like that. The energy is dissipating for this. That's what you can expect. What I mean by that is when things get too far away in the future, it's like it's undetermined and I'm not getting a clear read on it. So it's clearest. It's the clearest in the, the nearer future energy. Yeah, there could be movement next week, but not this week. There's more waiting on communication this week, which we're used to, huh? So there we have it. Another mini read. General read. Raining now as well. A storm came in at like 4:30, and I went and got my washing from outside and put it over there. Otherwise, it just never dries. Jane, general read for you. Sandy, you trained for a new position. Oh, wanted to drive 2 hours on your own time. No, thank you. Good choice. We've got to love ourselves, right? Jane. Ooh. Play, time alone, follow my knowing. Okay, so your intuition is on point about stuff that isn't happening at the moment, but it will. In the meantime, enjoy the time that you've got alone. Have some fun. Have some fun with it. Try not to focus on what isn't happening at the moment, but trust your intuition on what isn't happening at the moment. Try and distract yourself with some fun things. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button on this video. Thanks for the reminder, Sandy, and join our Facebook group as well. You got to forgive your person, Jane, but not in an internal forgiveness. This isn't the be still, keep quiet is saying don't say it to them. You don't need to forgive them. They don't need to hear it. It's not for them. Just something that you need to let go of there and forgive them. Find it in your heart to forgive them. Let them off the hook. Nobody's perfect. We all make mistakes. Things are working out, but just don't focus on the stuff that isn't happening at the moment. Try and have some fun. You said no, but now you don't have a job. Tricky. So thanks for that, Jane. Okay, well, I managed to get through it. I wasn't sure whether I wanted to work this morning because I'm tired, but I kind of wanted the information of what was going on as well, for personal as well. I am going to throw together a pick a card read today, so check that out on my YouTube channel later. What's it going to be? What's it going to be? It's going to be tarot. It's going to be the Celtic Cross Tarot, Love Tarot spread. So check that out on my YouTube channel later. You see Sleepy Claire doing that reading, and then I'm done. No, I need to do some energy updates as well, because I don't want to have Christmas nails in November. Sometimes I think it's December. Sometimes I think it's the date of when I'm doing recordings. That's why I couldn't figure out the calendar then, because it's changed itself to Thai, and I don't understand how to change it back. and because I'm often looking at the calendar to see when I'm recording videos for. In other words, my calendar is on December at the moment, so it gets a bit confusing. Anyway. Hey, Barbara. Okay, well, yes, have a good day, everybody. Let's do this all over again in 2 days' time. See if there's any developments there. Look after yourselves and nurture yourselves while you're going through these emotions. Feel them. Feel them. We need to feel them and know that even though it feels negative, it's not manifesting negatively. You're not manifesting negative things from any negative emotions that you're feeling at the moment. You're just feeling those emotions, and it's okay. You're welcome. Have a good one, everyone, and I'll see you next time. Bye. And don't forget to click like on this video. Thank you.